What's up, Crypto Nation? It's your boy Crypto Kid here, or your boy Sunny at Crypto Kid Podcast, and we have some good stuff today. Good articles on the web that I found on Telegraph or CoinTelegraph.com. Make sure you write that down if you don't have your pen and paper with you, and you want to grab that right away. So pause the podcast and start taking down some notes. There's some stuff here I want to go over with my listeners, and it's gonna be quite interesting. It's falls in the line of why is Crypto Nation into this new wave of money. You know, it does the is the reason to get rich quick. Is that why you're listening to my podcast today, so you can find out how to bring an enormous amount of wealth to your pockets? And so the United Kingdom, did some reports, and they took they took some volunteers, and most of them were men. I'm sorry, ladies, if you're listening, but it's a male dominant industry right now. But there's plenty of room for women to get involved in the industry, and really show their true potential, and really be flamboyant about what they're trying to resolve in the cryptocurrency industry. So, ladies, I'm with you, and it takes a little bit of time to grow, but it also took a lot of time for things to get along the way. And let me just go over the article that I found and tell me what you think when I'm done with it. The the United Kingdom Financial Conduct Authority has published two pieces of research on March 7th, 2019, which examines the attitude of UK crypto consumers. The first study, conducted by research firm Revealing Reality, uses interviews to focus on the understanding of cryptocurrencies and motivations, the understanding of cryptocurrencies and motivations behind people decisions to invest in crypto assets. The researchers interviewed 31 crypto consumers and selected 17. The reason why they did that, I don't know. Uh, your guess is as good as mine. Of them for a follow-up interview. According to the interviews, many see cryptocurrency as a way to get rich quick and a shortcut to wealth and easy money. Those who share this stance often mention others' behavior in social media as a motivation for investment. So what's getting people intrigued by and interested with cryptocurrency is just by the influence shared by people like you and I on social media, with the way we push the product, with the way we produce the information, and and really showing people a light. So it's working. Obviously, we can see that what we're doing is not taken in vain, but it's actually fulfilling our goals in getting the momentum going with the mass adoption. And that's the most important thing too. So you see how powerful social media can be, and an influence that it can be on someone that's never heard of Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin, or blockchain technology, and just by a little bit of a lifestyle that we show goes a long way. And that's what I take importantly, and I'm glad I'm part of the influence of this technology, and it's definitely validating, and it gives me satisfaction towards what I'm doing, and I know that it's gonna work, and the harder I push, the more momentum builds, and the more people know. So that's great resources that I'm using and taking advantage of these multi-billion dollar apps, and really showing my success story, and other crypto investors are showing theirs, and getting more and more people involved every day as time moves forward. Moreover, most of the response showed a lack of understanding of cryptocurrencies. For instance, some of those interviewed did not realize they can buy a part of a coin instead of buying an entire coin. And that, and I want to elaborate on that a little bit. Let's really get into the logistics about the way crypto coins work. Okay, if you look at the gold standard back in the 17th century, okay, gold was weighed out on a scale, and a piece of coin was broken off, and that's how you measured the amount of value of a coin. You could buy a whole coin or part of a coin, a gold coin, matter of fact. So it's the same thing as following up in the digital world. It's just a modern way of doing things. So not a lot of people understand that they don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin. They could buy a piece of it and still have that product, that that currency, and still able to make money or spend it, whichever the consumer chooses to use it for. So I hope that makes a little bit of sense to my audience. And finally, revealing reality finds that crypto assets are accompanied by risky behavior. Investors do not seem to conduct enough research prior to their first purchases of cryptos, mostly relying on the influence recommendations. So basically people are going in blind on what they're buying, and they're not really doing critical thinking and the due diligence on what they're actually purchasing, and focusing their attention on. It's just someone told them to buy it and they did it. That's the wrong attitude, and that's the wrong way of doing things. Always taking consideration of what the risk and factors are involved with buying this volatile currency. Only one quarter of the respondents, mostly men aged 20 to 44, could identify what cryptocurrencies are, while 58% never heard of the concept. 23% of the interviewed claimed they first heard about cryptos from online news, while 22 and 16% revealed information from traditional media. So, like traditional media is mainstream news, and it falls in the line of CNN, Fox News. What is it? The British news, I guess, if you want to say. I forget the abbreviations for it, but world news like New York Times, New York Journal, the Washington Post. All those take all those have a larger audience, basically, that look at that they have news published, if that makes sense. I hope it does. But that's pretty much all I have for the nation right now. And everything's looking good so far. The growth is getting bigger and bigger as the day goes on. And if you like this podcast, please share this on your social media. If you're listening on Anchor, feel free to call in. Let me know your response on where Cryptos is going, and give some likes, give some applauses. It goes a long way, more than you know, and it helps my channel grow as a whole. And I greatly appreciate it. If you feel like you want to support my channel, you could just go to my channel and it'll go to support, help support, and they'll give you a link and you're able to transfer funds. It would be greatly appreciated. And thank you for all of you who are listening, and have a good day, and press on, keep pressing on.